The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. I can't think of the exact moment when I heard this Shakespeare quote for the very first time, but I must have been quite young, and it left a deep mark inside my heart. When I go back to my early childhood, I only remember music. It's not that I've ever felt I make music, but rather I am music. On the one hand, nothing felt more natural than to express myself through this language of sound, of harmony, of rhythm. On the other side, it was such a magic field, like a sacred place where everything was good, where I felt safe and connected. I was born in Salzburg, the city of Mozart, and my parents, both classical musicians, discovered my perfect pitch when I was pretty young. So I attended the Mozarteum High School at the age of 5, as youngest student in history. I remember very well, when I did the examination, the drums were bigger than me. At this time, my parents didn't know about my synesthesian skills yet. Synesthesia is a scientifically proven anatomical phenomenon where the organs of perception inside the limbic cortex are different, because they are connected. In my case, it's primarily the colored hearing. When I hear a note, a sound, my body starts resonating and swinging in a special color. Every note has its own color. For instance, C is red, G is green, F is yellow, and so on. So they called me a Wunderkind. Actually, I don't like the word, because for me, this is my only reality, and this feels completely natural to me. Why jazz? Because it feels natural. I've always improvised. In this context, I remember 2 life-changing moments. When I was 12, I heard my first Charlie Parker record, and I instantly knew, this is my musical planet, this is where I come from. Jazz is an incredibly colorful music. It's emotional, it's lively, it's pure. It's the gateway to here and now. A few years later, I joined a class of one of my great heroes, Sabina. He said 3 revealing words: musicians bring peace. And I knew he was right. Jazz is the music of empathy, diversity, and equality. Jazz is the music of the hearts. It's funny, I had to travel to the other side of the world to get to know the greatest musical trademark of my hometown, Salzburg. In 2015, I played my first solo concert in Beijing, And as a single mom, being away from my 2-year-old daughter at this time, this was huge.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
I remember sitting in my hotel room, suffering both from jet lag and yearning for my little girl. I was suddenly captured by the idea for the first arrangement of the only Sound of Music song I knew, My Favorite Things. And then it happened. I performed the song, and the reaction of the audience was mind-blowing. The people not only seemed enthusiastic, they were moved to tears, like their hearts would be set on fire.
Silver white winters that melt into springs, these are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee sings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
So when I came back from China, I definitely had to find out more. I listened to the soundtrack first. I burst into tears. Then I watched the movie, and the whole magic revealed itself. What a musical masterpiece, what a genius script, what a wonderful and touching story of the Trapp family, based on true events that happened here, where I was born. Now I was set on fire. I started to explore the world of Rodgers and Hammerstein, and one sunny day in spring, when I was sitting at my piano, I experienced what I love to call my personal crystal moment. My hands were playing my favorite things, dancing over the keys, and suddenly I received the whole vision inside of me. Every cell of my body started to resonate in a special kind of red, and there it was. A complete new jazz version of The Sound of Music. With strings, with jazz orchestra, I heard every note of every magic song. One side of the synesthesian phenomenon is the precognitive dreaming. That's part of my reality as well. I can tell when I dream, either daydreaming or during the night, if it's gonna happen or not. This crystal moment was and is real. Once you've listened to the melody of a song, it's engraved in your heart forever. I think this is one of the reasons why billions of people all over the world are so incredibly in love with the sound of music. On the other side, it is this amazing story of the Trapp family, a story of solidarity, hope, and peace. In fact, the sound of music is a world peace message, which is of such great importance now more than ever.
The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that fly from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from the church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed by the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
I only ask myself the one question every day when I wake up: what can I give to the world with my music, and how can I make this world a better place, not only for us, but for our children, their children, and all upcoming unborn children? That's the only question I ask myself when I wake up. So when I received the crystal moment, I could feel that this is the project, this is the moment of contribution. In my point of view, the sound of music has not only this tremendous commercial power to reach so many people's hearts all over the world, for me it also has the power for a real change. A change that is not only necessary, but our sacred duty.
Perhaps I had a wicked childhood. Perhaps I had a miserable youth. But somewhere in my wicked, miserable past, there must have been a moment of truth.
Albert Einstein once said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." I love that quote. Now it is time for a new thinking on this planet. I believe that's why this worldwide project should, above all, have the purpose of charity, connected to the essential values for harmonious coexistence on Earth: empathy, solidarity, and equality.
Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good.
I am a woman. I am an artist. I am a mother. I have a dream. Remember, musicians bring peace. The sound of music is peace. Searching for the meaning of life can be a lonely path. But when it comes to the real purpose of life, passing those values to our children, this legacy we only can pass on together.